Hello dear viewers, and welcome back to Let's Play Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We return to YugDung here, our deep dwarf artificer. After a sad occurrence, one of my other videos did not record properly, and so, alas, Igor will forever remain a mystery, the fate of Igor. Anyway, what are we doing here? We've got our reasonably good war axe. Eventually, we will definitely want a weapon with a higher bonus, but for now, the pain brand and probably through the layer, the pain brand will be quite good. Beyond that, you start to run into more demons and undead, against whom the pain brand is useless, I believe. Definitely against undead, and I think against demons. I think that at the very least they're resistant to torment effects, if not immune. Yeah, okay. Ring of Wizardry isn't too impressive for us, but whatevs. I think we can drop some of these things, like this Dagger of Pain we don't need, this Hand Axe of Chopping we don't need. Quarterstaff of Chaos is not particularly useful to us. We'll hang on to it in a pinch. I mean, there's always the chance that we'll go up against something that we just can't defeat, and we're trapped, and we need the option of banishing it to the abyss. Highly unlikely, but no reason not to carry it until we run out of room. It doesn't look like we're going to be using needles anytime soon. Yeah, we've got that model dragon armor, but it's not going to do us much good. Let's try putting it on. 8 and 12. And I think it lets us resist Sticky Flame. Yeah, which is kind of nice. Though Sticky Flame is not as bad for Deep Dwarves, generally speaking, as for other characters, because the damage shaving takes care of a lot of the incremental damage over time. The flip side is that when it's bad, it's really bad. If it's just sitting there draining away your hit points, it's nice to have avoided that situation. Okay, so let's recharge this Wand of Invisibility. That seems like a reasonable use of one of our mana points. Let's also evoke this Wand of Heal Wounds. Wand of Heal Wounds is an interesting one in that it is not affected by your evocation skill. The amount of healing that it does is static. Okay. Frog. Tomahawks are pretty good. I think they were added in 0.13 or 0.14, I want to say. And they're kind of... I don't even know if darts exist in the game anymore, but... Try a random effect. Okay, cool. I just felt like it was worth a random effect because we were going to win that fight, but we were taking more damage than I wanted to, and I figured, couldn't hurt to. The only thing that would have punished this there is like invisibility or haste. Oh, get a legendary deck of war. That's cool. How are we at hitting the killer bee? Not very good. So let's draw a card from our deck of war. I feel very mighty all of a sudden. That's cool. Doesn't do any good against the evasive bee, though. Magical shield. Okay, cool. Flat. So the way that cards work, if you have not played with them before, is that there are there are a random assortment of cards in each deck, coming from a handful of pure or base decks, which most of which I do not believe can be found individually. Kill each other, bees. Here we'll just slowly walk towards. I guess we can just do this, yeah, until the bee rebels against our enslavement. Anyway, there are several pure decks that have basically fixed sets of cards within them. Decks of war, escape, etc. are comprised of cards from those pure decks. And each card has 3 power levels, power level 0, 1, and 2, with very nearly always increasingly good effects as you increase the card's power. The power level is based off of a combination of your evocation skill and also, if you worship Nemelex, your Nemelex piety. So eventually, and the type of deck that you are using, plain, ornate, or legendary, also contributes to the power level of the cards within. So if this legendary deck of war, for example, we're going to start getting level 1 pretty consistently, and level 2 sometimes. Plain decks, I think we're still going to be mostly level 0 or level 1 because our evocation is 10, Nemelex piety is only 2 pips. That being said, we can look forward to some pretty powerful effects eventually. Okay. There is a Bailey on this level. I don't know if we're strong enough for a Bailey. Well, we're definitely not strong enough for all Baileys. We are probably strong enough for a Bailey. Dragon Okamaru. I like them both, but... drinks a potion of berserking, huh? Well, that's not awesome for us. Ooh, definitely not awesome. Alright, that was more than 17 points of damage. He can kill us in 1 hit. Let's go ahead and try and enslave here. Alright. And then tell him to wait there. No, I want you to... Drinks another potion. Oh, goodness gracious. Huh. Okay, so Wand of Enslavement is having a pretty good percentage of effect. I want you to wait here. No, I want you to... I didn't want to wait there, certainly. That was an error. Here we go. Okay, now retreat. Retreat over there. Good. That should... Well, I was about to say that should take care of him, but Orc Warriors, I guess, are pretty tough for us still. That's a little surprising. And see, it's here that I'm sadly regretting our choice of Nemelex a little bit. The lack of healing is starting to really be noticeably penalizing to us. We haven't quite reached the point where our armor plus damage shaving is preventing us from taking really any damage. A lot of potions of confusion. That's interesting. What is going on in here? Ah, there's the Bailey. Okay, good. Let's turn ourselves invisible here. Let's say that. Let's try out this wand, whatever it is. Ooh, wand of fire. Good. That made that fight a lot easier, and will make this Bailey a lot easier, which we are definitely going to check out. We have various traps and things. I don't know if our passive magic mapping makes it easier for us to find traps or not. I hope so. Here, we may want to... Let's wield this spear of protection. Let's go ahead and turn invisible. I feel like that's going to be particularly useful against all these tomahawks. Baileys are really interesting. They're almost always this kind of gauntlet of difficult to reach monsters with ranged weapons and or polearms. Let's peek at 2 of our unused plain deck of escape. Swap sounds good. Let's then draw swap. Good, excellent. That's kind of what I was hoping for. Then we can switch back to our axe here, kill this kobold, and get out of the range of just a million thrown tomahawks here. All right, and at this point, real life is calling me. I did not have a ton of time to play, so this is a shorter video than normal, but I did want to dive back into this a little bit. I was pretty disappointed about losing one of my videos from another character, and so I wanted to record something to put up there for you, dear viewers. So yes, when we come back, we'll tackle this Bailey. This seems to be a pretty reasonable one, especially since we got the swap card. This is where being a follower of Nemelex is quite useful, in that you have a lot of odd tools. It's a very toolboxy kind of character, or kind of god, in that it provides you with many options to problems that may or may not be useful, but are certainly varied, and that can be quite powerful in this game when normally you can fall into the trap of being kind of a one-trick pony, especially with a melee character. So that's it for now, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.